Welcome in. You are listening to Just an Average Podcast with your hosts, Jake and Casey. What better way to hop into a podcast than in a party style? I mean, obviously, is Mardi Gras something that you could ever envision yourself going to? And let's kind of, I know there's Mardi Gras, it's kind of all over the place. We're going to say this one's Louisiana Mardi Gras.
I've never actually thought about going, to be completely honest. I've never even thought about ever going down there.
Really?
Yeah. Nothing's ever really intrigued me to go down there, like maybe to see like the stadium, like the Saint Stadium. That's about it. I mean, I've heard some people go down there before, but I'm really, I don't know. I'm really not like big into like big scenery stuff. So
yeah.
If I did go, then I don't know how much I'd really engage. I'm probably just like people watching. Be that kind of person.
I mean, it's a lot from everything that I've read and looked at and seen. You know, you hear about it a lot every single year, but it's just like, you know, parades, food, festivals, all of the above events.
Yeah, I would definitely eat a lot of food.
Yeah, I feel like that's something you kind of have to do when you go down there. But it's a lot. I mean, it is a lot. I don't know what I would really enjoy the most down there. I think if I really had to choose something that I would enjoy the most is probably just the experience as a whole. You know, I mean, the experience of going to the parades, you know, obviously you've got the beads.
I'd definitely get me some beads, probably.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot going on during Mardi Gras.
Yeah, for sure.
But in your personal opinion, what do you think that you would enjoy the most? Obviously, I think the experience as a whole, but what about you?
I've seen like, you know, in the last couple of years, I've really kind of ventured out with like foods more than I normally would.
Yeah.
And I think that I would probably try some of the Southern food that they have, like that list that you sent out of like the foods that are down there.
Yeah.
Like I would definitely, I've never had gumbo.
Really?
I've never thought about having gumbo, but I would probably try. I mean, I'd probably try just about any of it.
Yeah, and foods is the main topic of discussion today. Obviously, when you go to Mardi Gras, I feel like in Louisiana in general, I mean, the Southern food. I mean, obviously, it's going to be a lot different than around here, but it's one of those things. Like, I'm a foodie, so
as long as it's not too spicy, I can't. I mean, it's going to be spicy. I already know that.
I love spicy food.
I feel like if I'm going to have anything spicy, I'm going to have a couple of drinks in me to kind of numb the feeling a little bit before I really eat a lot. But I mean, some people would say that I already know that my spice ratio is not very high.
Spice tolerance.
Yeah. My tolerance is not very high. And like I sweat eating like buffalo chicken dip. So
really,
yeah. So I don't know how well I would do. I mean, I love the taste of spice, but I just can't do it. Like it just tears me up.
Wow. I am to the point now where I just eat spicy food like I crave spicy food. Like if I don't have like a jalapeno or like sriracha or hot sauce and something, then is it really even a meal for me that I want to eat? Yeah, I don't know. But back to the Mardi Gras. Do you know what else Mardi Gras is actually known as, or what that day is called?
Like what? Like what it's called other than Mardi Gras?
Other than Mardi Gras, it's Blank Tuesday. I don't know if you knew this or not.
Taco Tuesday? No, I have no.
It's actually well, we were just talking about food, and it's actually called Fat Tuesday. So Mardi Gras is also called Fat Tuesday. Do you know why it's called Fat Tuesday? There's another trivia question for you.
Does it have to do with food again?
Kind of. Yeah, I guess kind of.
I would assume probably because a lot of fat people go.
Okay, no, there's two directions there.
I mean,
went two different directions.
Is it FAT or PHAT?
Oh no, it's FAT. It's FAT. Okay. Traditional spelling of fat.
I'll say it feels like PHAT. I'd be like, I don't know, because it's cool.
It's actually there's actually a deeper meaning behind the whole thing. It's actually the end of the pre-Lent season. So that means like obviously you eat all this food and then you fast for so many days. So
so they call it Fat Tuesday because you eat all that food on that day?
Yep, you basically gorge yourself on that day, and then you fast for however
to
many
try
days. I
and
really
to
don't
try and
know.
compensate,
Um,
or
Great question. I think
just to try
so.
and hurt yourself? Like why would I want to not eat?
Well, we're gonna figure it out really quick. Why it's called Fat Tuesday? Okay, so why is Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday? It is because this is straight from Google. It marks the last day before Lent, a period of fasting in the Christian tradition where people would traditionally eat all the rich, fatty foods in their pantry before starting the fast, essentially fattening up before the period of abstinence. So
I guess I could see that.
I wonder how long they fast for. That's a great question.
I think I mean, how many days? You can't go that many days. I mean, you can go a lot of days without eating, but it's
Oh,
probably
you
like
can go
20.
several days without
It's
eating.
probably like 24, 48 hours. I would say
You think so?
it's probably that long. Yeah, I don't think it's any longer than that.
40 days.
No way.
The 40-day period of fasting and reflection known as Lent begins after Mardi Gras.
How many people actually do that?
I don't know. Who's his name? Kevin James. Have you ever seen Kevin James? Is it Kevin James? Is that right? Kevin James, like Grown Ups Kevin James.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
King of Queens Kevin James.
Yep.
He fasted, I think, for 40 days and would drink nothing but water. He said he put a little bit of like salt in his water for electrolytes, and that's all he did, and lost like 40, 50 pounds.
Well, yeah, you're not eating.
Yeah, I mean, you can go a long time.
Well, it's
okay,
because your body fat is eating itself. That's how you're staying.
Yeah. I mean, just like when you work out, obviously carbs is the first thing that go. That's your source of energy. Then it goes to your fats, and then it kind of
Right.
dips into your protein, which is like your muscle and stuff like that, which isn't great. But yeah, I think if you're if you're maybe a scrawnier person, the 40-day fast might not be as good for you. But if you're wanting to lose some weight, I mean, like I said, Kevin James really slimmed down doing that.
Yeah, if you really want to hate your life for 40 days, go do it.
See, now you say that we're going down a little bit of a rabbit hole here, but I feel like this is important to this conversation. Dana White also said that he fasted for I don't know how long, and he said he felt like the best that he ever did. He said,
Yeah, I saw that podcast.
First 4 days, he said, were terrible, and then after that, he's like, yeah, he's like, I felt like I had more energy and everything like that. So
what kind of blows my? I mean, we're getting down a way different rabbit hole.
it's all right. We'll get back on track here.
But like after 40 days of not eating, like how
You
would you
can't-
feel? How would you feel to eat?
You can't. So I think if you introduce food back into your body, it has to be in small amounts. Like if you go and it's gonna basically just throw your body out of whack. I think if you eat a ton of food right as soon as you are done fasting,
You'd probably throw up like instantly.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a great question as well. So 40 days of fasting. What food would you eat? Crackers? Would you eat like soups? Reintroduce food very gradually, starting with small portions of easily digested, nutrient-dense foods like broth, smoothies, soft vegetables, and fruits. Yeah. Okay. Well, now we know. Is that something you would ever? So it's something you would never do. How long do you think you could fast for?
Well, I could sleep for like 12.
Well, okay. How long do I sleep? All right. So
I mean, I can't not eat food. I guess it's almost impossible for me. Like I know that I could.
I think it's a mind over matter thing, though. Honestly,
but I would say I could probably go a day.
A day?
A full day.
I think I could fast for a week. I think I could fast for a week.
It all depends how bad the first day was.
I think I could fast for a full 7 days and just give me. Does coffee count? Does coffee count as? No, it shouldn't. It's a liquid. Give me nothing but water and coffee.
I don't know if I would be able to drink coffee on an empty stomach. Like,
well, no, you see, coffee suppresses your black coffee is supposed to suppress your appetite. Supposed to.
Well, it definitely doesn't do that because I eat like 3 Big Macs with the coffee. I could.
Okay, well,
dude, yeah, over the last couple of years, I've just been putting the food away, dude.
I mean, I have been too, but I've been really trying to make sure I get my exercise too.
Yeah, once basketball season is completely over with, yeah, I said I was going to, and I'm going to try to just.
Right. Well, there you go. Those of you that are going to Mardi Gras, maybe going to Mardi Gras, listening to this podcast, something that might interest you. Hey, have fun with your 40-day fast. If you're not going to 40-day fast, maybe do a 10-day fast. Maybe try to get in a little exercise here and there.
Maybe just try not to eat till the next day.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely try. I mean, I think if you're gorging yourself with all this food at Mardi Gras, then I mean, you might
I
not
mean,
want to eat for a couple days.
I mean, I'm just thinking of like Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter and all the food that you eat there.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I eat the whole day, and then the next morning I'm still eating the same amount.
Oh, 100%. I'm still hungry. I'm saying I could go to Mardi Gras and try all these new foods and stuff like that and still the next day being like, "Oh my gosh, I want to eat again." But I think the whole point is just
Not
it's
doing it.
I mean, obviously it's a religious thing though too. It's the beginning of Lent, which means,
Right, right.
just got to fast. Which there's several religions that do that. So, all right. Well, with all this food talk and fasting, and I have not had breakfast today. So this next part here is definitely going to make me extremely hungry. I'm enjoying my coffee this morning, but as promised, we are going to do a Mardi Gras food ranking now of the top 10 foods that you can enjoy at Mardi Gras. And if I miss any here, maybe there's a one I left out. I apologize for anybody that's from Louisiana or partakes in Mardi Gras, but we're going to go through these. We're going to rank them. We can move them around a little bit. If you don't know what some of these are, I have descriptions here. I've had a few of these. I have not had a lot of these, though. And if I butcher the name, I also apologize. I try to leave myself little notes to make sure I didn't butcher the names of some of these. So, Casey, starting off with the very first food, we're going to rank these. If you've never had these, it's going to be even more fun because we're basically kind of just going off of how they sound.
Right.
Yep. So let's get this pulled up here. The very first one we've got is gumbo. We talked about gumbo. Gumbo is the very first one.
And we're doing a blind ranking.
Not necessarily blind. We can move them around. We'll move them around.
Gumbo.
Just because we've never had these, so if we did a blind ranking, I feel like it'd be a little counterproductive.
I think you gotta stick that in the middle. I don't know.
I think anytime you ever do any sort of ranking, you've got to definitely put the first one in the middle. And if you don't know what gumbo is, it's a hearty soup that is made with a base of roux, which I don't know if you know what roux is. Kind of like create that roux before you make like a gravy or something like that. Vegetables, meat or seafood, and a thickener. Gumbo is often served over rice. So right off the bat, I love anything over rice. So me personally, just listening to that description, I'm putting gumbo at probably like 2 or 3. Just because, like I said, absolutely love anything over rice. Anything that's got rice in it.
I mean, and I've had a lot of Chinese in the last couple of years, and I know that's not Chinese, but
I wonder what style.
Eating it with anything, especially white rice, is
Well, this is going to be, so it's not like your Chinese. It's not going to be like your Mexican style food.
Right.
This is like Southern. I'm going to say Southern soul food. I'm going to assume it's like a Southern comfort. Southern comfort foods are what a lot of these are going to be.
I do like some Southern comfort.
Yeah. Well, not the same thing. All right. So we got gumbo there at number 5. Good base. Good start. Number 2 here, we've got jambalaya. And I have had jambalaya numerous times. It's a Cajun dish made with meat or seafood, vegetables, spices, and rice. So it's all mixed into one. When we've made jambalaya in the past, we've done like shrimp. We've done like kielbasa. We've done sausage. It's delicious. It's rice, tomato, like a tomatoey type, spicy tomatoey type base. Really good. So me personally, I'm putting jambalaya ahead of gumbo just for the simple fact that I've had jambalaya, but I want to get your opinion here.
See, now I don't know if I've ever really had.
You can actually go, and I'm sure you could do the same thing with gumbo. You can actually go to like Aldi or Walmart and buy like the jambalaya boxes. I mean, it's a box of like, jambalaya spiced rice or whatever, and add your own stuff into it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like for me, I would probably, just by the way it sounds, I would probably put it higher.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not necessarily over rice. So I mean, I guess you're still getting. Let's see. It's a Cajun dish, so you might not put it higher.
No,
because it's a little spicy. Whereas gumbo is more of a soup.
And like, there's a difference between Cajuns too.
Oh yeah, Cajun seasoning.
I've went to Chili's and had the Cajun pasta.
Yeah,
not that spicy. and it was actually really good.
Yeah.
Then I went to an actual restaurant and had the Cajun like sausage, like pasta with sausage,
Yeah.
and I died. So
Okay, well, it's gonna be tough too ranking because me and you, our flavor palettes, I think, are very different. Where I'm a huge spice guy, where I feel like you're more of like a mellow type of
yeah,
food. All right,
yeah.
so what do we do? It's either gonna be 6 or at 4.
And we have jambalaya. What, 3?
We can put jambalaya. You want to put it at 3? I'm fine with putting it
What's
at 3.
jambalaya sitting there right now? Or what's
We don't have. I don't have it there yet, so I can put it at
what's
3.
what's gumbo sitting at?
Gumbo is currently setting at 5. Jambalaya coming in at 3.
I would flip flop that.
Really, you would? You know what?
I would flip flop that and I'd put probably right now for me I would put probably gumbo at like 4, and then like jambalaya probably right behind it because it's spicy.
Okay. We can do that.
But it all depends on if
Like
I
I said,
tried.
we are kind
I've
of
never. It's kind of a blind rank because I've never tried it.
for sure. I mean, this is definitely a blind ranking. So if someone might come in here and be like, "You guys are crazy," Gumbo's probably 8. Jambalaya is number 1.
Right? Yeah. There's a lot of people that would probably say that.
But then again, everybody has differing opinions on food anyway. So I mean,
That's
not
also,
everybody likes
some
the same
people would
thing.
probably be like, "Oh, the number one fruit is bananas," and I would put them at like -55 because
Really, I love bananas.
I hate bananas. So
Unreal. Okay, well, you're not gonna like the one that's in here then. All right, next one we've got red beans and rice. Pretty straightforward. It's a popular dish. It's often made with the previous night's hand bones for seasoning. So red beans and rice. I'm not sure if this is a thicker dish or if it's like kind of like a soup as well.
yeah, I'm not a big beans guy.
Really?
Like I don't like, especially like I'm just throwing like Mexican food out there. I do not eat the refried beans or anything like that. Like
Wow.
I don't eat any of that stuff.
See, and
And
I love that.
so
I
I would
absolutely
probably
love
that
it.
would honestly probably be at the lower end. And
Okay.
I'd probably put it at the lower end because it's not one of the, it's just red beans and rice. Like it's not they don't have meat.
So,
it's just
so hold on. Uh, it says red beans and rice. I'm reading a description right now, and I can kind of tell you what all is in it. And it looks like it's got Cajun seasoning again. It's all going to be Cajun. Red
right.
beans and rice, Louisiana dish, red beans, vegetables, spices, and pork bones is left over from Saturday dinner, cooked together slowly in a pot and served over rice. So it's served over rice, obviously.
Pork bones.
It looks good. I think they might use that for like,
Like the
the
flavoring.
base, like a
Yeah.
base. Yeah. Because you get the broth. There you go, like the broth, the pork bone broth. I would agree though. I think the other ones are more kind of what would you say, like diverse and how they're made. So red beans and rice. Um, I can agree with that. I think we can put that one down further on the list.
Well,
So you said like
in some of these pictures I'm seeing, they got like some sausage in with
I
them.
seen that too. Yeah, I also seen looks like it's got a little sausage in there, and I'm all for that.
I don't know.
I'm in between. I'm torn.
Yeah, I would probably put it. I'd probably put it above. I'd probably put it at the lower end.
Okay, so like we go 8 for right now because we can, like I
Yeah,
said,
because I'm sure there's way better.
we can adjust all these. Yeah. Okay, so we've got that one at 8, and then we do have some desserts in here too. So we'll be moving around a lot. This next one, don't want to butcher the name. The next one we have is a shrimp atouffee. Atouffee. Boy, I hope I didn't butcher that. Shrimp atouffee, which is shrimp smothered in a thick gravy. Now, I'm assuming that it's going to be a
Grilled
Louisiana
shrimp.
style gravy. So
Yeah, it's all grilled shrimp. I'm
it
not a
looks. I'm looking at pictures. It looks delicious. It looks very Cajun.
it does look good, but I am not a huge shrimp guy. Like I like fried shrimp a lot. Not a huge grilled shrimp guy. I can eat it with a lot. Like I can eat it with stuff, but
Yeah,
I'm just not the.
the gravy.
It's got too much of a seafoody taste.
Yeah, the shrimp doesn't look like your typical like biscuits and gravy or gravy. It looks more of
Like a soup.
like a mashed potatoes thin gravy. It's very thin.
It
Gravy.
almost looks like a soup.
It kind of does look like a soup. I don't know why it's called. Maybe it's got like cornstarch in it. So maybe that's what call it. Like
Yeah, it can make it a
maybe
little thicker.
that's yeah. Okay.
Um, I would honestly probably put this one a little. I'd probably put this one.
Are you going lower? You think you're
No,
going lower?
I'd put it higher than that. I'd put it higher than the
The
beans and
red.
rice.
Okay. All right. I can get down with that. All right. So we're thinking. Let's put this one at 7. We'll say it's at 7 right now, because once we get in here, we're going to be going through these and obviously trying to figure out which ones are going to be the best. But okay. So the shrimp etouffee going here at number 7, and now this next one also hard to pronounce. We're kind of getting into the sandwiches a little bit. It's muffuletta, 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 muffuletta.
Muffaletta,
Yeah,
muffaletta.
muffuletta. A sandwich made with Italian meat, cheese, olive salad, and a crusty bread. Right off the bat, when I think of that, I just think of like an Italian sandwich from like Subway or
Yeah, but it honestly looks like a bread bowl a little bit.
so I think the bread is super like
Yeah, it's super thick.
yeah.
But it looks like they put like the vegetables inside of it as like the condiment is what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. It looks almost like they chopped up like all the lettuce and everything they have in there. Like they chopped up a salad, put it inside your sandwich. It looks phenomenal
I
from the
I
pictures
would
I'm
put
looking
that at like 3.
at. I agree. I don't think we do. We have anything at 3 right now?
I
No,
don't
we
think
don't.
so.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put this then here at 3. I love it. I like where it's setting. Muffulata, hard to. Oh, we have jambalaya at 3. So we want to move jambalaya and gumbo down now.
I would put that above gumbo.
Okay, so we can move gumbo down
Yeah, because that
to.
looks like more my style of food.
Okay, we'll put gumbo down and jambalaya down. I feel like we're gonna be more like on the sandwich train here. So we're gonna move these two down. Okay. All right. And I'll have this list. Those of you that are watching on YouTube will have this list pop up, so you guys are able to see the updated versions as we go along here. If you're listening on podcast form, top 4 we currently have, well, the top we have right now, we've got nothing in the 1 through, well, no, we just put muffuletta in the 3 spot, jambalaya at 4, gumbo 5, shrimp, gosh, this name here, etouffee, gosh, shrimp etouffee at 7, and red beans and rice at 8. Gosh, why did I pick so many tricky words? Okay, so we've got the muffuletta. I think I would get half of these dishes just because of the names of them, honestly.
Right.
What are you going to get when you get down there? I'm going to get everything that I can't pronounce.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me this one that starts with an A.
Yeah. All right. And now we're kind of getting into, I have never had one of these, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate that I haven't had a lot of these, but a po' boy. I have not had a po' boy sandwich. Have you had a po' boy sandwich before?
Um,
It's a long sandwich made with meat or seafood, vegetables, and a sauce on a French bread.
no, I've not had a single one.
You ever had a single? Wow, that's awesome, actually. So if
It
you look up
looks.
a po' boy, I don't think you would like.
So is it a shrimp?
So it's any kind of like
Chicken?
seafood. So you might do like a.
Well, it says there's right here. It has a chicken po' boy. It has an
Yeah.
oyster. It has shrimp.
It's like mainly fried. So they're like
It has vegan.
Yeah.
Has
So it could be like a
looks
fried,
like cauliflower.
fried shrimp, fried chicken, and it's all on a sandwich, and obviously French
It
breads.
looks like most of them are oyster or shrimp.
Yeah,
I would
me
try it.
Yeah, I mean this is a shrimp, a fried shrimp.
Take the
po' boy.
tomatoes off of it.
They should just. Can you just give me this with no tomatoes? I really don't want the shrimp on there. Can you just give me a piece of bread with some
Can you just give
lettuce
me a
on
piece
it?
of bread? Can you give me a piece of bread with the sauce?
Yeah. I'll
And
just
some
dip
lettuce.
it. I'm just gonna dip it and see how it
Yeah.
tastes. All right. So what are you thinking as far as this sandwich? Are we thinking above or below the muffuletta? I think
it's below it.
Okay, so it's below it, but is it above or below jambalaya or gumbo? Because like I said, we got gumbo.
I think it's in the middle.
I think it's in the middle. So you think jambalaya and then the sandwich and then gumbo?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, we could move these around too.
Yeah, we can always move them around. It's kind of nice to get a nice little base here. Good thing we didn't blind rank these because I mean
we'd be screwed probably.
yeah, because I've had one of the 10 we're ranking right now. So we've got 4 left. And we're going to go ahead and see what these last 4 are. Oh, we're getting into the desserts. All right, we're into the desserts here. So this could shake up the whole entire list. Um, I don't know if you're looking at the thing. It's a I don't know if you'd be able to pronounce this because I couldn't pronounce this without looking it up. They're beignets, but it's spelled Beignets. I would not have pronounced it like that. A type of fried dough pastry covered in powdered sugar. So this is basically
Oh
like
my
our
god.
Fulton County Fair funnel cakes. I'm
Oh yeah,
assuming.
just bite size.
Yeah. Oh yeah, little bite size, almost like look like larger pizza rolls, kind of. Only
It
they're
all
got powdered
depends
sugar
on
on them.
how. It all depends on if they're dry or not.
Oh, I'm sure they're phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm sure they're
I'm
great.
sure they're light and
I mean,
airy.
it looks like a pizza roll.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Ooh,
beignets.
it looks like you can make like a Nutella beignet,
Ooh,
or you can
ooh.
stuff them.
Okay,
So you can stuff
if
them.
if you stuff the beignets, it's a game changer. I think you put a
You think
pudding, a
you put a
jelly.
jelly in there,
Yeah, it could be
like a
that could be a game
strawberry
changer.
jelly or a grape
Well,
jelly, or
we're gonna figure out
you
if they
can
are
you can. So there's French beignets.
okay. Well, we're
So
talking Louisiana.
yeah, so I'm assuming that the Louisiana one is
I don't
just a
know.
regular fried with nothing in it.
Let's see. Are they typically stuffed? Oh, oh, easy New Orleans beignets stuffed with jelly. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
one or two.
One or two for sure. I think it could very well be in that one spot. Let's leave one open. We can always come back here. We're gonna put
Yeah.
it at two for right now. So it's going at two. Beignets. All right, beignets at two. I'm kind of liking how this list is shaping up. The next one, you're not gonna like it. It's bananas Foster,
10.
which is. Oh my goodness. Well, listen here. It's a dessert that's often made tableside. So they make it tableside and it's lit on fire. That alone bumps it up to at least 9. If you're lighting something in fire in front of me,
Um,
still 10 for you.
I
Huh?
mean, just looking at it, yeah, all it is a banana that's fried. Pretty much.
I think it has ice cream though with it, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
and pecans and caramel.
And it's dumped. Like if I like bananas,
They're
it'd be
caramelized.
way up there.
Looks like they're
But I just
caramelized in a
don't. But
buttery rum sauce. Casey, you're making it really hard.
you could lather it up with my favorite sauces, and I'm still putting it at 10. It's
Okay.
like covering a turd up with hot fudge, trying to eat it. In my opinion, hot take.
I did not. I didn't realize. I didn't realize your feelings on bananas. I guess until right now.
Yeah, I haven't liked banana. I've never liked bananas.
Doesn't like bananas. Will eat a raw potato just straight out of the garden.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. Bananas Fosters. We're gonna go ahead and put it at 10 here. And you know what? I wouldn't put it at 10. So I hope you're the one that gets the hate on.
I'm gonna
this.
get the hate. 100%.
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, "You're crazy." It's at 1.
Oh man. Okay. This next one, I haven't had any of these. Oh yeah, I've had the last one. Okay. Bananas Foster. We're gonna go here at 10. The next one is a pecan praline. Praline, a firm candy with a fudge-like texture and crunchy pecans. It sounds delightful.
I am a big
Pecans guy. I hope you say that because I am too.
I'm a big covered pecans guy.
Oh my goodness.
So the local.
good.
So
I've had this before. I take it back.
I've had
it.
something like this before. I don't know if I've had this before, but I've had stuff like this before, and it kind of reminds me of like turtles.
Yes. Oh shoot. What's the other? It's like the chocolate with the peanuts in it. Is that what you're talking about?
Are you talking about Baby Ruth?
No, I'm talking about like the homemade. You put like the peanuts down.
I know you're talking. I know you're talking about.
Little sea salt or something on top.
Yeah, I would put that. I don't know if I'd put this. See this picture here almost looks like a oh shoot, like a what do they call that? Where it's like hard caramel with the peanuts in the middle of it.
Hard caramel with the peanuts in the middle.
What do they call that? Peanut brittle.
Peanut brittle.
It almost looks like brittle.
I don't think it's a firm candy. It's firm. It's like fudge. It's basically like fudge.
That looks like peanut brittle.
Yeah, that's the same picture I was looking at. So they say it's like fudge. So it's not going to be hard. It's going to be firm. So it's like biting into fudge, but then you've got the crunchiness of the pecans. Oh, I think that's got to go.
I think that's higher than
I think it's higher than a lot of the ones we have. Honestly, I mean, I don't eat a lot of desserts, but if I'm in Mardi Gras, I mean, it's a free for all. I'm eating whatever.
I. I don't know if I'd put it above the beignets though.
Oh, absolutely not. But I think it goes right.
I think you bump beignets up to 1 right now.
You're putting it at, you put the desserts at 1 and 2. I was going to say the muffaletta. We keep it at 3. Put beignets up at 1. Maybe do it at 4.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll do it at 4. Okay, so we're gonna bump everything then
Doing it for
down.
the views. Doing it for the views, guys.
Okay, so we're gonna put it at 4 here.
I'm gonna be a people's person right now.
It's good for the people.
No,
I mean,
no personal.
you lost everybody on
no personal attachment to
you lost everybody.
my love for being a fat boy.
You lost everybody on the Bananas Foster, but
that's all right. I'm making up for it.
All right. Well, we're gonna find out. We will find out for sure.
I'll put gumbo at 1.
So I'll put the traditional. I'm putting crawfish at 1. We don't even have crawfish on here.
I've never
Which
had crawfish.
I haven't either. I didn't put it on here just because
I've had lobster and I've had crab, and I feel like crawfish probably tastes the same.
I see. No, I haven't had crawfish, and I feel like if I couldn't justify putting it on here because I would have no idea where to stick it, and I feel like I wouldn't do it good justice.
Yeah, probably. I probably wouldn't either, to be honest.
Yeah,
that's probably like a traditional food down there.
So we're gonna keep the muffaletta here at 3, and then we're gonna put the praline here at 4. I love it. I love the list. I like how it's coming together here. Okay, got it at 4. Got to have at least some kind of like sandwich and not dessert here in the top 5. This next one, I think I would. It's got a chance to creep its way up the list just because of the description. So a king cake is a yeast bread shaped in a ring with a plastic baby hidden inside. Okay, that's awesome. But whoever gets the baby in their slice provides the king cake for the next year. Okay, this can go one or two ways. You live in Louisiana and you get that. I feel like you're kind of excited. You're going down there to visit and you get this, and it's like, man,
is a king cake like a round cake?
Yeah, I do believe
like
so.
A butt cake, like a butt cake, kind of.
I think so. I really don't know what all is in a king cake. Other than
it looks like all these king,
but it's got like a lot of. I know it's colorful. I know it's very colorful.
There's like purple, green, yellow.
Yeah, and I think it's like the middles. Let me look it up here. The middles like open a little bit. Yeah, yep.
The middle can be filled, but it kind of looks like it honestly kind of looks like a cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll. Yep, a little bit of a cinnamon roll, but more of a cakey cinnamon roll. And there's the baby. Yeah, there's the baby. So,
ooh, this one's stuffed with cream cheese.
Oh, if it's got cream cheese in it, I'm a big cream cheese guy. That could push it into the top 5. I don't care if I've got to make the cake the next year.
Like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. This one doesn't intrigue me very much.
Really? Okay. The baby
doesn't
not do anything for you? No.
No. Okay. I don't know. It looks too much. I don't know.
So let's see where it fits in. Does it fit in? We're going to go with the basis here. We got jambalaya at 5. You think it looks better or worse than the jambalaya? Something you'd be interested in eating?
Honestly, I'd probably choose the jambalaya over that.
Okay. Now we've got the po' boy. See the po' boy, and it doesn't have. I mean, it can be fried shrimp, it can be fried chicken. So
I would honestly probably want to try the actual foods over the dessert.
I think I would too. I think this one's got to go,
except for the beignet.
Yeah.
That one I'm stuffing my face with.
And the pralines, I think.
Yeah, those two are probably over. In my opinion, those would probably be 1 and 2, in my personal opinion. And then I would go actual foods after that.
Yeah, so I mean, do we have to? So what are we thinking? We think the dessert then. Where's it going?
I feel like you almost have to kind of factor in like other people's opinions. And
100%.
I would assume that
we should have done that from the beginning.
Gumbo or jambalaya would probably be a top 3.
Oh, 100%, 100%,
or maybe both. To be honest, maybe 1 and 2 for people.
And we'll post this, and when I get a comment, yeah, king cakes are number 1.
Yeah, and I don't know, and I don't know very many people that have went to Louisiana.
Yeah. It's fair.
Especially, let alone Mardi Gras. Probably should have got Bamward on this. I think that Bamward's went to Mardi Gras. I could be wrong.
Really?
He's been everywhere.
Okay. Well,
or at least I guarantee his wife has probably cooked 90% of this stuff.
oh yeah, 100%, guaranteed. Well, that rounds out the list. Should we go over the list and see if there's anything we want to change? Because that's our top 10. So we've got the beignets. I'm not going to look at my references. So if I mess these up, I mess them up. Beignets are number 1. Muffuletta, number 2. Pecan pralines, number 3. Jambalaya, 4. Po' boy, 5. King cake, 6. Gumbo, 7. Boy, I feel like that's low. Oh man, this is the worst one. Shrimp, a etouffee. Hopefully I got it right. 9 red beans and rice, and then 10 bananas Foster.
I mean, we don't have to put bananas Foster at 10 because I guarantee that's probably not right.
Honestly,
I would personally think that the beans and rice is probably not that high.
Really, I think. See, now
I think that it is, or do you think that it is one of those that is like a sleeper one that people probably think is really good?
See, now I think it's probably one of those sleeper ones that people like really enjoy because maybe it's not as spicy as like your jambalaya
and your light food.
Yeah, and it's kind of a little not like light, but lighter.
Yeah, because
I feel like
rice will fill you up.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest with you. I think that the pecan pralines and the bananas Fosters or the bananas Foster are like would be the last two. Like if you were to go to New Orleans and talk to people, I feel like yeah, the bananas Foster is super good, but it's just so rich and so sweet. It kind of ruins you. Like if you eat a lot of it, it's going to ruin your day.
Yeah, I mean we could put the pecans down lower. I don't care.
This is our list. This is our list because we've never had these things. The people can speak and they can tell us what they like. But I think as far as our list goes, I like how it's set up. I'd probably have gumbo a little bit higher, but I feel like with me and you both doing this, it's a little bit of give and take.
Yeah, I would like to try them all.
Except 100%. I would try every single one of these, probably more than once.
Except the banana one. I would not try it at all.
Wow. Not even a taste.
I'd pee on it.
Okay, I guess.
We're done. Yep.
Nope. That's it?
Yeah. I got tricked into eating banana bread one time in about.
Okay, did you eat it? Did you like it?
No.
You did?
I knew exactly as soon as I put it in my mouth that there was bananas in it.
That's insane to me.
I don't like it. And the flavor is I don't hate the flavor as much as I do the texture. And I know that you can't really tell the texture in the banana bread, but the flavor just kind of makes me think of all those.
We're gonna make you eat a banana live on the podcast.
So there was one day, off topic, I literally looked at a banana one day and I walked into the bedroom and I told Cordy, I'm like, I'm gonna try this banana. I just want to see if stuff has changed because over the last couple of years, my palate has changed and I have ventured off and ate a lot of different foods.
Yeah.
I used to never eat Chinese. I used to be a pretty plain guy.
I remember we were in high school together.
So I eat now. I'd rather go to Chinese and eat than anywhere.
You were one of the guys when we growing up,
and I eat sushi now. I eat sushi too.
I weren't you one of the? I think you were one of the ones. Hey, we'd always take the field trip to go watch a movie, and instead of
I would never
Ponderosa, you'd always go to the buffet.
I would always go to Ponderosa because I never wanted to go to Asian buffet.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I would be one of the only people out of the friend group to go to. I remember we're going to Asian buffet. We're gonna get the orange chicken. We're gonna get all this the sesame, the General So chicken and all that. And I'm like,
yeah, I'm gonna go
to Ponderosa and I'm gonna get the pizza and I'm gonna get a chicken wing and I'm gonna get all the American stuff.
Yeah,
but yeah, I would definitely would change that out. I don't know if I'd go to Asian buffet because Asian buffet.
Those that are listening, Ponderosa is just classic American buffet.
Is there even a Ponderosa around anymore?
Oh, absolutely not. I don't think it was it a worldwide thing? I don't think it was.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I've only been to one Ponderosa and it was the one in Macomb. Yeah. And now that's what is it now? Like a Starbucks, Great Clips.
Verizon store, I think.
Yeah, Verizon store. So they basically just put walls in between all of them. And
and now there's going to be almost like a strip mall type of deal where the old Kmart was at. So.
We're getting that. We're getting Chipotle really stepping up in the world here in the small town.
I've only had Chipotle once or twice ever.
Yeah, it's good. It's definitely good. But
I will for the views. I would take a bite of banana, but if I throw up, let's hope it hits 1 million.
Yeah. You never know.
I actually swallowed it. So I actually swallowed it. So back to your story.
Back to your story.
So I took a bite of it and I it was so mushy and so disgusting. And I was trying to get past that, but get to the flavor, and the flavor just wasn't intriguing for me. And so I took one bite and I swallowed it, and I'm like, okay. And I took another bite, and I'm like, so I got better. It used to be like I couldn't even touch bananas.
Really?
We couldn't even like, so I couldn't even I couldn't even smell bananas. Like if I smelled a banana, I would be like, mm-mm.
That's crazy.
And now it's like, okay, like now I can touch bananas and put them on the table, and I can give Leo a banana and open it up for him, and like I can do that stuff now. But I can't eat them.
We get these things from Walmart. They're like frozen bananas, but they're covered in peanut butter. So it's a banana covered in peanut butter, covered in chocolate, and like dark chocolate. They're already frozen, so you keep them in the freezer, pop them out, and eat them. They're so freaking good. Like they're so delicious. So maybe it's mixed in with something. I mean, if you like chocolate and you like peanut butter, the banana kind of hides itself a little bit. But that's what we're gonna do. That's got to be a future podcast. We're gonna get like
we're gonna go live.
10 different.
You're gonna have 10 different things.
10 different banana things.
Close
banana
my
bread.
eyes and you're gonna tell me. You're not even gonna tell me what they are.
We gotta go.
I have to be blindfolded, and I have to pick it up and eat it and see if it's.
And you gotta rank it.
Or you get 10 different things, and one of them has banana in it.
Oh, you'd be able to tell easily.
But I don't know.
I'm giving you 10 different. Now, maybe not 10 because you don't like banana. We'll give you 5 different types, like banana bread, an actual banana, maybe like dehydrated bananas.
Now, one thing I think that I probably could eat now is probably banana bread.
Oh yeah,
I probably could eat banana bread just for the fact that. So here's a crazy thing. So I can actually eat. I know it's completely different, artificial flavoring and stuff. Like I can actually eat a banana popsicle.
Oh, those are the worst things. I knew you were gonna say that. Those are the worst things in the world. God.
But I can, but I don't, and I can stomach banana Laffy Taffy.
But you can't eat an actual banana.
No.
How? Oh, the artificial.
I think a lot of it is the texture.
That's fair, I guess. Kind of. Well, then no, that would make any sense. Mushy. Banana bread, like I guess
banana bread, but it's mushy.
I make pretty good banana bread.
No, not banana bread. Bananas.
Oh yeah,
mushy.
Yeah. Interesting. So, do you not like applesauce?
Love applesauce.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're not getting anywhere. All right.
I love apples. Love apples. I like a lot of fruits and vegetables. Hate tomatoes, even though tomatoes considered a fruit. Hate tomatoes. Hate
ketchup.
Bananas. Love ketchup. Ketchup's my favorite. Ketchup's my favorite condiment. Actually, right now, I'd probably say mustard's my favorite condiment.
I love mustard. So delicious.
And I never used to really like mustard. Like I could never like if I'm making like a ham sandwich or like a lunch meat sandwich, I just want mustard on it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. I used to never think that.
You're evolving as a human being.
It's crazy. And I used to not like honey. I used to not really like honey mustard, and I can eat honey mustard now a little bit.
Good for you. Honestly, but I mean, we got to save that though for a future podcast.
And I also don't like ranch.
That's a hot take.
I don't like ranch, but I can eat some homemade ranch at like bars and restaurants.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not a big.
I can't eat ranch.
Dang.
Sour cream. Don't like sour cream either.
We need to make a list.
But I will eat sour cream on Taco Bell.
Does not make any sense. Oh well, we're not here to make sense. We're here to hopefully.
I'm here to get hot takes and then have people roast me, I guess, because that's what I can do.
Put out some good content, but I think that's honestly going to wrap it up for our podcast today. A solid first podcast back. Those of you guys that are listening, drop a like. That's going to help us out a lot. If you've got any friends that are looking for something to listen to, we're going to have something for just about everybody. We might be talking about food today, and then here in a couple of weeks, we'd be talking about football, and a couple of weeks after that, maybe talking about aliens. Who knows? It's going to be something different every single time. We've got something for everybody, but thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.